everybody, it's Taz from Taz's Wig Closet. We're going to do an impromptu review today of the brand new Belle Tress Peerless 14 in Rootbeer Float Blonde. I definitely wasn't prepared to do a review today. This one was just dropped at my doorstep half an hour ago, and I said, why not? You know, I don't have a lot of makeup on, I don't have a lot of jewelry, I'm definitely not dressed, but it's all about the wig, right? So let's get it. I purchased this style with my own funds. You can find it from Wig Studio One. If you drop below the video and expand the description box, I'll attach a direct product link. If you click on that link, it'll take you out to the website of Wig Studio One, where you can look at all of the colors, and there is a ton of colors available on this style. You can check out the pricing, and Belle Tress is always 30% off at Wig Studio One. That's an automatic discount at checkout. If you have any questions for us, please don't hesitate to reach out to support@wigstudio1.com. So my intention was that I was just gonna do a quick unboxing so that I could wear this style over the weekend. But as it progressed, it's like, okay, why not just do a full review? I know I'm not quite ready for it, but this will save it for, this will save me from having to do it at a later time. I can get this in front of you more quickly. So I actually am filming this introduction after I did the unboxing and everything just a few minutes ago. So when I edit it, I'm gonna put this little clip here in the front. So this has already been styled and everything. But we're gonna see what it looks like right out of the box. Big caution is on this one, there's a lot more permatease on this style than I've ever seen on a Belle Tress style, and it's super large on me. I mean, I took it in as far as it could go, and I'm still not crazy about the security of it. So, but a lot of times with Belle Tress, this is exactly what we can get. So here's the unboxing. As you know, there is a much longer Peerless by Belle Tress, so I'm really happy they came out with a shorter version. 14 inches is going to be an interesting length. I really like 12 inches and I like 16 inches, like the Dalgona 16. So I'm really interested to see this 14-inch style. So Peerless by Belle Tress, I'm expecting it to have like a curtain bang, center part with a curtain bang, and it kind of feathers back into the style. To me, that looks a little retro, like 70s Charlie's Angels hair. Got a little weave pattern there, all of the typical packaging. Okay, yes, so let's take a look at this cap while I have it inside out here. All right, so there's your center part, and then it has a temple to temple lace front. So this is a monofilament lace material. It runs temple to temple, but it does not extend back into the ear tab. And then it runs back through the center nearly to the crown. So that gives you a nice wide parting space right here. So you could go to the far edge on the left or the far edge on the right and really switch up that part. I find this has a lot of flexibility. It does not have to be parted right down the middle. And then we have a closed felted ear tab. Lots of fiber spliced into that one. I'll have to see if that translates into some better coverage. I get good coverage with Belle Tress anyway. A standard nape with the bra strap type adjusters. This cap looks really big. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on before I shake it out, before I do anything, so I can assess the fit, and you'll see what it looks like for the first time applying it right out of the box. Okay, there it is. I have to part those bangs so I can see. It's huge. It's huge on me. It just felt like something laying on top of my head. It is definitely not secure. I'm gonna have to make a big adjustment, and it still may not be enough to accommodate my petite average circumference of 21.25. For the most part, Belle Tress's wigs are very stretchy and suitable for larger circumferences. That's just one brand that I can think of. Not just one, but like Henry Margaux, Aesthetica, they all fit average large the best, but can accommodate large better than they can petite in most cases. So let's see if I can get an adjustment. You can see I cinched it in as far as it will allow. Okay. Okay, yes, much better. So making that full adjustment, I don't really sense any gathers or anything in the back, so that's a plus. So let me go ahead then and do my normal maneuvers. So I'm just gonna shake it and rake it to get it prepared to wear. Pulling gently on the fiber, swirling around, waking it up, fleshing out the true style, and then I'll just pick that part with my hands here, and then I'll work on it more when I have it on. Wow, that's a nice fluffy look, isn't it? This wave pattern is interesting. So it isn't the typical, like the Belle Tress beach wave. This is a little loose, but it is still very much tapered on the ends. It gives it a nice fluffy, shattered, even brushed look there on the ends. All right, so let's go ahead and apply. I do want to mention that there's more permatease at the nape on this style that I'm used to with the Belle Tress. So it's rather flat on top. I'm not sensing any permatease until you get a little farther down on the temple, the back, and the nape. And then there's just a bit of soft pillowy permatease, which is out of the normal for Belle Tress. I'm sure there's an excellent reason for it. We'll see if it lends anything to the shape of this style. Okay, so something's throwing me off a little bit here, and I'm sure it's just a matter of working with it some more. But it seems like there might be, it's flat, and then there's some volume here, which is kind of pressing on the space. I prefer a little slimmer of a profile there, and I'm sure I can get that. There's just slightly more permatease than I'm used to on a Belle Tress style. But I may as well just go into this review. What do you think? I don't have all my makeup on. I'm not dressed. I don't have my jewelry and things, but that's okay, right? Because it's all about the wig. So now that I have it out, now that I'm into it, let's dive into this review. Why not? So those bangs are about 5.5 to 6 inches. So you'll see that first layer coming down to about 5, and then that second layer around 6. And it feathers back into the style. This is in true curtain bang kind of form. So this Peerless comes in an 18-inch and a 22-inch, and now the 14. So I was really excited to see the 14. I did have a piece in the 22-inch, way too long, way too much hair for me. And oftentimes when they make a style in a shorter length or longer length, it changes things considerably. Have you noticed that? I'm going to use the example of the Dalgona. So the Dalgona 23-inch looks nothing like the Dalgona 16. I love the Dalgona 16. I hated the 23 just because it was so voluminous. There was so much hair and it was so long. It felt overwhelming to me. You're going to love it if you love long hair, but it didn't have the layering that you would normally see on the Dalgona 16. So with the Peerless, I think that's not true. I think that front piece looks very much like the original Peerless that I reviewed in the 22-inch. Comes right off of that lace front and coils back into the style. Now for the length at 14, what do you think? It's kind of a nice length to have. So for most people, it's still not going to be above the collar. This is still firmly mid-length going long. So it is shattered and tapered quite a bit. Again, what's throwing me is a little bit of volume on the sides. Now that may temper down some. So it weighs over 5 ounces, like 5.1 ounces. And it feels significant on. I definitely know I'm wearing a wig. Again, I had to cinch it in, and it felt, when I do that, the caps tend to feel a little bit bulky to me. Now it is a heat-friendly fiber. So any length that's dragging the clothing and the collar and things is gonna see some wear and tear. There's so much permatease back there that it makes me feel like there's a lot more hair than there actually is. So actually, as I turned around, I noticed I have a Dalgona sitting here. This is the Dalgona 16 hand tied. So this is going to be a couple of inches longer. I still think the wave is just a little different on the Dalgona, more wave in fact, but the same kind of a tapered texture there. Big difference at the front. Now I've got a contour going up and over. This Dalgona has the lace front left part. So that part starts at the left and moves off to the right, where this one is in the center. So you're getting the true effect of the curtain bang when you part it down the center. But I'm going to take you through a couple of ways to adjust that part to see maximum flexibility. So you see with the Dalgona, you don't have any permatease here at the temples, nor do you have any at the napes. So I still feel like the Dalgona 16 is going to deliver a slimmer profile compared to this Peerless. And I only have the one piece to show you. So another Peerless may be different than this one, but I can only report on the one that I have. So let's go ahead and get up close on the lace front for Peerless 14. Very beautiful, temple to temple, but does not extend back into that ear tab. And then that center monofilament part, as we pointed out when we looked at the cap. I think it's pretty well done, actually. Very typical experience for Belle Tress. So there's actually more permatease on this one that I'm used to for the Belle Tress, but I'm still getting a nice secure fit here with my reader glasses. Be sure to look it up at Wig Studio One. All of the links are below. Everybody have a great day. We're going to do some styling here, and we'll see you soon on TAZS Wig Closet at Wig Studio One.